Hello everyone, welcome to Mathspace. We shall continue web development. Let's learn new concept in web development. Let's get started. Folks, please do visit us at our YouTube channel Mathspace. I think you are already subscribed to the channel. If you have not, please do subscribe the channel and then support us. Thank you and then happy learning. Here is our today's learning agenda. Let's try understand basic structure of HTML page. When we are actually creating the web page, you must have to understand this the basic structure format, right? Because when you say like a structure of HTML page, it is a tree like a structure. We have like a bunch of HTML elements represented by tags. Tags means like HTML tags in this context, because web browser can understand the HTML tags and then render them and then process them and then present it on web browser console for you to actually see it, right, as a user. So the structure of HTML page basically refers way that elements, HTML tags are organized within the HTML document. The web HTML page is what we can call it as a HTML document. Basically like how HTML document that you can create functionally and properly formatted to present on the web page. Okay, there is a hierarchical structure, because we have to have a the root element and then nested elements within the root element, and that is how the basic structure of the HTML page constructed. So when you open any HTML page, what you can see is like you have a HTML tag, head, title, body, header, navigation, main, footer. This is the basic sections that you can see any web page that you look at like an HTML code representation of website. Okay, this is the purpose of each tag at a high level. HTML is like a root of the document. Header means like a metadata and the resources of the document. Title, set the browser tab title. Okay, we will see in a demo. Body, the visual content of the web page. Header contains the introductory content. Navigation links, central content area, and then footer, like a copyright information all can be enclosed. If you look at a simple notion, this is how HTML page are laid out, right? So we have a HTML tags, right? We see HTML as a tag. This is called a root tag, right? And then this is a starting of the tag, this is a ending of the tag. The only difference is like the string enclosed by greater than and less than pairs in the starting of this tag. Ending of the tag you see like one more is like a backslash. So this is how I can identify my start of the tag and then my end of the tag. So this is a total called as an HTML. All these other HTML elements should be enclosed between this main tag, and hence it is called as a root tag, right? This is a header section, this is a body of the HTML page. This is what basically we use for presenting the content on the web page. Do you see now the HTML document representation within which you have subsections? Okay, header section and body section. Got it? Whenever the web browser sees the root tag is something like exclamatory, is also known as a bang, right? Document type, doc type, and HTML. So this declaration basically tells that the document as an HTML document, right? It helps the browser to understand how to render the overall page, because we have the different versions of HTML, but today the functionally working most widely used HTML is like HTML5. So this notation basically tells like this is an HTML5 document. so web browser can understand and then render the rest of all the tags in line with like HTML5 standard. That's an idea. Okay, the small HTML is known as root element of the HTML document. You can visualize this is a entire representation is HTML document format. Okay, so it contains that all other HTML elements within which, that's the HTML tag means. So HTML tag syntax is like this: is the starting of the tag and the ending of the tag. This bang doc type is basically let the web browser knows like what is the HTML standard that it is uses, and then it renders it. Okay, so starting of the tag, ending of the tag, and all other HTML tags should be enclosed within the root tag. I hope you are clear. Now let's talk about header section. What exactly this header means, right? This is the syntax of header. You have start and your ending tags, right? Enclosed between the start and end is what you can consider as a header section, right? This is like a HTML head tag. Okay, so now the question is like what exactly it contains. It contains a metadata about the page and the character encoding, title, styling, and those things can be enclosed within this one. When you say title, so basically like a title of the web browser tab, what it's supposed to display, right? That is what you are trying to add here. So we will see if you are not familiar with that, but this is very the good tag. That's right, good to know. But so what are the other things that we can include within the header, right? So we have a metadata, title, links, and styles. Metadata means like it specifies the character encoding, viewpoint, settings, and etc. Right. A title means is just we discussed title displaying in the web browser tab. Links means like links to the external style sheet or resources. So you are actually giving a links, a connect from your document to your external file. That is how it is, right? Style, embed the CSS for styling. You can add the complete CSS code within the header section, or you can create it as a separate file and link it. So that provision is also there. And then if you wanted to achieve such a functionality, you have to make sure you have to add them in the header section. Okay, are you clear? Beautiful. Now let's look at the body part of your HTML basic structure. Okay, what exactly this representation would be. So this is a syntax, start of the tag and the end of the tag. Starting and ending of the tags are like this, a pair of tag within which you are going to add the rest of the sub HTML elements. So basically like this contains visual content on a web page. Whatever the you would like to see on web page presentation, then those things need to be added within this tag. It might contains like a header section. Header means like introductory content like the page title, logos, things like that. You could also use like a navigation links for different sections of the page right now, because all the links. You can also have like the main content of the web page like sections. You can group them, and then you can see like create a subheadings. We have 6 different headings that it supports, h1 to h6, those kind of things. We can also create a paragraphs of the text information using this p tag. And then you can also use like ul and li, like unordered list. Ul means this is like a list, order list. These are the few tags, but there is a plenty of HTML tags that we will go through in the details. We can also have like in a footer section. Typically we use for that copyright information display on the web page. Okay, this is the body section. So with which we cover like the main root element, header section and body section, what it contains in general. Here is the HTML sample page which we created for a quick review. So can you notice like what are the tags that you could recognize here? The first line we can see here, this is like root HTML tag, HTML keyword. This is a pair of tags, right? So start of the tag, starting tag and ending tag. within which we are enclosed the other sections. Like we have a header section, we have the body section, right? In the header section we have a title tag is used. Basically this title tag is to show the name of the page in this web browser tab. That's not it. If you want to modify, you can modify it accordingly. You will see the string here. Okay, and then this is the body section, means like all the content of the web page is what you are trying to display. So this is what the content that I'm displaying now, right? So I have h1 to h6. These are the heading tags. Each one has its own, the bold and font sizes kind of a different. You see them, right? This is kind of a paragraph. If you want to use like a p is a paragraph tag, if you wanted to create like a text in the paragraphs, then you can use them. Within the paragraph, you can still have some text to be bolded using like header sections. Still you can do that. Okay, and then this is the footer information is something like that. Copyright 2024. Okay, Metaspace IT Solutions, all writes the result, something like that. If you wanted to enclose copyright information at the end of the page, you still can do that. So this is how the page can be constructed. That's why we can call it as a HTML basic structure for any web page that you create. I hope this helps. The HTML code. So you can see index.html is what I am picking for now. So I have the root tag, HTML tag, right? This indicates like a web browser can recognize what type of HTML render that it is supposed to do. So once you have this changes saved and then open the web browser, let's see like what it shows. Okay, do you see now? So there is no content displayed on it because we have not included anything in it, is it? But you can also see like the title of the web page is like index.html. The file name got displayed rather than I think displaying some kind of a custom name. And let's see like how this can be changed. In order to use a title, what is that we have to learn? We learned that like title has to be included within the header section, right? The header section is like a subset of your root element HTML. So let me add this. So I have an header section, I have the title. Okay, so we know that the content of the title. Now see, so let's refresh this one and then reload the page. So what is the change that you have seen? The title got changed. The web page title, tab title is welcome to Metaspace. Previously it is a index.html file name, but now it is a proper title was given to this web page. Do you see the difference? Very good. At this moment still I have not actually displayed anything as a web content on the page. What you do is that you need to have a separate tag for it. Could you recall what the tag that we are going to use? Yes, we are going to use body. Okay, within which you can add all other tags. Let's say I created like a Metaspace and then h1 is like our head information. So let's see, like let's save this information. You can reload the page back in the web browser. Do you see now? Because you started seeing the content displayed on main page, right? This is the actual the content of the page, right? You can still add other tags, because in HTML it supports like a 6 h tags, h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, like we discussed. So let me actually type them. Alright, I have added 6 heads. But let's see like if you can reload what happens. Do you see different fonts of heads, what you can display? So based out of your requirement, you see like what sort of the sized head that is what you are looking for your web page. Based on the context you can choose them. The next thing that we have to look at is like in a paragraph. Okay, let me add the page paragraph within the page, and then let me reload it right? So this is the content that I just added. Okay, this is how the paragraphs can be added. Oops, let me add copyright information now. Great, so I have added. So let me save the changes. Great, so now reload the content web page. Do you see now? Copyright 2024 Maths Space IT Solutions, all rights reserved. So if you wanted to actually add a copyright related information, you still can use this HTML tag. So this is how we will actually start learning all the tag information that are required based out of your web page design. Let's look at your layout, how you would want the content to be displayed on the web page, and then you can start building using HTML tags. So it is pretty straight, simple and easy, but all just you need to know is like what are the tags that exist, what are the tags is going to help you to create your layout. All right. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, click on bell icon and leave the comments. Happy learning. Thank you. Stay tuned to upcoming sessions.